Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
And I couldn't be happier. Usually I'm the most happy on Monday because that means it's the start of the week. We got the whole week to look forward to.
Boy.
Right here. But man, am I tired this week. I don't know what's going on. Just exhausted all of a sudden.
Really?
Yeah. It might have something to do with getting up at 2:30 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, it might. And it doesn't matter what time you go to bed.
You cut out of here at what? Right after the show every day?
No.
I mean, you cut News and Why It Matters yesterday
I cut out
right after the show?
Right after like 4:30, 4:45.
That's not bad.
In the afternoon.
It's not even a full day.
I know. It's half it. It's 12. Okay, it's 13 and a half hours.
Okay.
Is what it turned out to be. But it doesn't matter what time you get up, what time you go to bed. When you get up at 2:30, there's just no way that
it's still
you're not going to be tired.
No question.
No way. People ask me all the time, how do you do that? How do you get used to it? How long does it take to get used to it? A lifetime?
You never do.
You never do.
You never
get on the schedule. You get it's in your DNA to get up at that time and you work about it. It never feels right.
It doesn't.
Nope.
And on the weekend, if I wake up and people ask me this all the time too, do you have trouble on the weekend? No. No. I can easily sleep until, I don't know, noon on Saturday.
Yeah.
I could. I don't, but
you wake up at the usual time and you're like, I don't have to go.
It's only 2:30, but it's Saturday, and I've got 4 hours, 5 hours left.
See, I get up.
It's
Otherwise,
great.
Monday is going to be even more hellacious.
You get up?
Yeah.
Really? On the weekends?
Yeah. It sucks, dude.
At the same time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, a little bit later. I don't set an alarm.
Yeah.
My body just says, all right, let's go. And I say,
wow, mine
screw
doesn't.
you.
Mine does not.
I'm up.
Mine's like, let's go back to bed and let's stay there.
Mine wakes up and says, hey, it's time to go. And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Anyway, hey, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
To moms, to mothers everywhere. Going to be Mother's Day on Sunday. And happy Mother's Day to caller Bill, who was, of course, concerned about the fact that we weren't talking about fathers. What was this, 5 years ago now?
You know
it's been a while.
You know him, you love him, Bill.
It's been a while. Yeah, he was upset on a Mother's Day show when we were talking about mothers, and he called. It's like, why aren't you talking about fathers?
I have looked for that audio everywhere.
And
everywhere.
You can't find it?
Here, on the internet.
There,
I
everywhere.
just cannot locate it. So anyway.
Maybe it didn't really happen. It's a figment of our imagination.
Bill's had it scrubbed.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk about fathers on Father's Day, Bill. It's Mother's Day.
Talk about the dads.
So,
you talk about the
Everybody
dads.
talking about mothers.
Talk about the dads.
Bill and Judy, the two most famous callers to this show of all time.
Whatever happened, okay, when you talk about famous callers to the show, remember we did the, it was a Pat Gray, talent show or something?
Yeah, awesome. We had some great talent.
Whatever happened to Low Key Genius? He calls one time, like a thief in the night, and then he's out of here. That was a great call. I don't know who it is. I don't know if the guy's on Twitter. I have no idea. But that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Low-key genius.
We'll have to do a... we haven't done that in a long time. The talent show thing.
It's a different world, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a different world from just a couple of years ago. Because so many apocalyptic things are going on.
People haven't lost their talent.
No, they haven't. That's very true. They've just lost the spotlight for showcasing it to a large degree. But yeah, we'll bring it back. One day there'll be a slow news day, and we'll bring it back.
That's a big sniff there.
Yeah.
One day there'll be a slow news day. Will there?
Will there be? I don't know. Is it already Kentucky Derby
I know.
weekend?
I just looked. Is it this weekend? They're hawking Mother's Day weekend for the Kentucky Derby.
Wow, that's really something. Because Janice Dean on Fox
nice hat.
is in Louisville right now.
Have you ever
she's
been?
Wearing a dumb hat and to the Kentucky Derby? No, I've been to Preakness.
I've always wanted to go to the Kentucky Derby, man.
Preakness in Baltimore, but never Kentucky Derby. I'm not that interested in it.
Little mint julep, wear a bit nice hat.
Yeah, I mean, I always want there to be a Triple Crown winner, and there hardly ever is.
Yeah.
But we had a couple in a row, a few years ago. But that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to follow the Triple Crown winners, but I'm not that big into horse racing. Are you?
Not really. I mean, they've been struggling the last few years with some doping issues.
Doping issues?
Some drugging issues. Yeah.
On the horses?
On the jockeys, on the horses. Yeah, all of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're like roided out, man. Those jockeys are just like getting all big and stuff, right? Is that what's happening? And then they got the rage on the track, and it's just out of control.
Yeah, the little 3-foot guy all roided out.
Like to see that. I want to see him fight after a race.
Seemed like roids would do much for a horse jockey.
Well,
does it? Doesn't seem like a...
When's the last time you hopped on a horse?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since my days in Montana.
Oh, well.
And I haven't lived in Montana for, 40 years.
Were you rounding up cattle? Or?
Yeah. I had some cattle.
I got some
Cattle, I'm driving to the town.
Yeah, that's what Glenn was talking about.
Yeah, he was talking about me.
Yeah,
Like they don't even have cars in Montana.
No.
Like it's just horses everywhere.
That's right. Buggies. Horse-drawn carriages. And that's about it.
Is that you?
Oh, I thought it was Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yesterday, Peter Ducey said goodbye. Was that Jen Psaki's last day already?
No, next week.
Okay. Why is he saying goodbye to her?
Because she did her goodbye. I'm going to leave, and she introduced what's her face that's going to take her place.
Okay.
The first, African American, gay,
Yes.
LGBTQ,
Yes.
Wait, she's
all encompassing.
Checks almost
word.
every
Yeah.
box.
wow, good for her.
Yeah.
That's
Her
Gay,
lover, or
black,
live-in person,
woman.
works for CNN. So it's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing.
there's
Yeah.
your triple crown right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay, black, woman.
Boom.
So
Well, they keep.
great.
I don't know if they've said gay. They said she's part of the LGBTQ.
yeah, she's gay.
Plus.
I've heard them say she's just
So
gay.
wait a minute.
Anyway,
she
lesbian.
lives with like her partner works for CNN.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
help.
Right?
Whatever.
Already there's a little conflict of interest there.
Whatever.
So here's Peter Ducey saying goodbye to Jen Psaki.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Jen. Sorry to see you go.
Are you?
Are you?
Look at that cute little smile, though.
Yes. And you've always been a good sport.
Why is
Thank
that?
you.
So,
As have you.
No, she's
everybody,
not.
Thank you.
She's a condescending person.
overcome with emotion.
Wait a minute. Why is he back in a mask?
That's a
they
good
all
question.
Is that because it's floating around up there?
Yeah,
Because it
they
is
all are.
from that
Yeah.
White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
They had another,
Bunch of them
they had
had-
another event that everybody went to too, as well. That started.
It was the
spreading.
gridiron
few weeks ago, yeah.
celebration,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
they call that. The gridiron.
Anyway,
dinner.
whatever. Yeah.
So they had the gridiron dinner and they had the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and a bunch of people from both of those. They said 10% of the gridiron people got COVID, and it might turn out to be more than that because it hasn't been 2 weeks yet. And then a bunch of them are getting
From
it
the
from the
Correspondents'
Correspondents' Dinner.
Mm-hmm. Now, when Trump has gatherings, even when they're outside, that was super spreader events.
Yes.
Right? But when
Yes.
Biden's crew does it, it's not even on the news. You have to go
Right.
digging to find out that there's even an outbreak.
Exactly. That's exactly right. What a world. What a world. But that's the way it is. That's the one we live in.
Yeah. And
Are you
then
pointing to that?
But it was a
I think-
nice
no.
little. It was a cute little aria from Jen, and she knows they'll still be together. Jen and Peter will still be together. So it'll
will
be
they?
okay.
You think that's
Oh,
going to work
my
out
gosh,
okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Guaranteed.
So here was Peter Ducey's question. I guess he did have a question. It wasn't just the sad farewell.
oh, okay, good.
How about yesterday? So, just about moving forward, these activists posted a map with the home addresses of the Supreme Court justices. Is that the kind of thing this president
thank
wants
you.
to help your side make their point?
Look, I think the president's view is that there's a lot of passion, a lot of fear, a lot
that's
of
not the question.
Sadness from many, many people
It's not
across
the question,
this country
Jen.
about what they saw in that leaked document. We obviously want.
Is it
people's
okay to
privacy
send
be
people to their
respected.
homes?
We want people to protest peacefully if they want to protest. That is certainly what the president's view would be.
So he doesn't care if they're protesting outside the Supreme Court or outside someone's private residence.
I don't have an official U.S. government position on where people protest. I want it. We want it, of course,
Can't
to be
noodle that one
peaceful.
out?
And certainly, the president would want
It's a tough one,
people's
right?
Privacy to be respected. But I think we shouldn't
Yeah,
lose the
thank
point
you.
here. The reason
What's the
people
point?
are protesting
Why?
is because because women across the country are worried about their fundamental rights.
Yeah, we know why they're protesting, Jen.
Their rights to make choices.
What are they
about
doing
their own
at Supreme
bodies
Court
and their own
justices'
healthcare
homes?
are at risk.
I can't
That's why
take it.
people
Shut
are
her up.
protesting.
I can't.
Shut her up.
Can't.
Get out.
Oh, my
Can she leave now?
gosh.
Yeah, so you're not going to take an official position of just human decency? Really?
Can you imagine if this was, I don't know, a conservative protest? And they're showing up at the liberal Supreme Court justices' homes. They're at Stephen Breyer's house. They're at Elena Kagan's house. Is that going to be okay to them? We should test it out. Next ruling we don't like. We should be at their freaking homes. This is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable that they're not only are they showing up at these people's homes, at the Supreme Court justices' homes, the White House is fine with it.
Yeah.
They're fine with
They
it.
don't have an official
like you said-
position on where people should protest.
Right. And like you said, if the roles were reversed, it'd be like, look what the Trump era has brought an end to civil discourse in America.
Absolutely.
And now we're in front of people's houses.
It is so inappropriate to be at their homes.
I mean, he said that just
That's
the
where
other
their
day.
family lives.
Biden just said the MAGA crowd was the worst ever the other day.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So
that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the group is called Ruth Sent Us. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So Ruth Sent Us is the group that's organizing all of the stuff in front of the justice's house.
Yeah, Ruth didn't send you on this. She wasn't even a fan of Roe v. Wade. She believed it was bad law.
Plus, have we heard from her lately?
No, not lately.
I'm sure that she did send them.
Ever since she died, she's been kind of silent on the issues. Yeah.
Which is
weird.
unusual.
Weird.
You thought it'd be
Look at this. There it is.
Unusual.
Roe was heavy-handed judicial intervention that was difficult to justify and appears to have provoked, not resolved conflict. No, Ruth didn't send you a-holes. No.
So this same group, Ruth Sent Us, they've also organized for Mother's Day a special treat for churches.
Isn't that nice? That's great.
Yeah, they're going to
Really?
show up at church. Look at that. Look at they've already spray painted this Catholic church here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
my body, my choice. Unless it's about a mask.
Right.
Then
or a vaccine.
all bets are off. You can mask me, you can vax me. I'm fine with all that. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, please give me a break on the handmaiden
oh,
tale.
in the mask. Handmaiden's Tale in the mask.
So
God, twofer.
Stupid. Wow. So, on Wednesday, they're really going to target the Supreme Court justices' homes. And on Sunday, on Mother's Day, they're going to be at churches. Won't that be nice? Mm-hmm. They're targeting Catholic churches for protests on Mother's Day, with some citing the Roman Catholic faith of multiple justices who reportedly at one point supported the leaked draft opinion striking down Roe v. Wade. Whether you're a Catholic for choice, ex-Catholic, of other or no faith, recognize that 6 extremist Catholics set out to overturn Roe. Pro-abortion group.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Ruth sent us posted.
President of the United States of America right now. What
Catholic.
religion is?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
No, he's super Catholic. He's such a devout Catholic that he
Never goes anywhere without his rosary.
Right. Mm-hmm. So they're going to disrupt the activities at church, stand at or in a local Catholic church Sunday, May 8th.
We're going to have video on Monday morning on this show of them disrupting services inside sanctuaries.
Mm-hmm.
Guarantee it.
The organization Rise Up for Abortion Rights has organized a week of action beginning on May 8th, Mother's Day. Actions outside of churches. This action is called for by a collective of Spanish-speaking women's rights groups plus activists across the country, including from Brides March, Dominican Women's Development Center,
Love them,
Ni Una Menus, and Los 17. I love those groups.
Ni Unas, man. Those
They're good, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
Niunas?
Ni Una Menus.
Yeah.
I wish I could see the word.
I'm a fan of menus, but I'm not sure if that's the right word.
I don't think that's the same
No?
thing.
Okay.
No. Several cities will be hosting protests outside of prominent churches in their towns.
Good.
These can look like a group of people holding signs, wearing Handmaid's Tale outfits,
All right.
passing out
It's a
flyers.
good look. Keep it on.
or doing a die-in. They might do die-ins.
Oh, good.
Some of the churches.
Wait, does that
Won't
mean
that
we
be
won't
fun?
have to hear about them after Sunday?
Sadly, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, that's good.
Abortion activists don Handmaid's Tale outfits in protest, comparing laws restricting abortion to the regimen of ritualized rape and forced motherhood in Margaret Atwood's novel. That's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes on every day.
And that's because of the current president, Donald Trump, and this era that we're in right now where we've lost all civil discourse. And he's obviously fueling this, sending out his minions to protest and get rid of civics.
He's not.
Seriously, I mean, that would be the lead of this if he were
yeah.
president and the roles were reversed.
For sure.
Period.
No doubt about it. There's no doubt in fact, and everybody
he
knows
doesn't even
that.
have to be president. If
They're still blaming him.
If conservative groups were doing this because they were upset with the case going the other way, oh my gosh, we'd never hear the end of it. It would be, it's January 6th all over again, but now it's at their homes.
I've never supported showing up at people's homes for any reason. Conservative, left wing, whatever. You shouldn't be showing up at their homes.
I'm pretty sure you're on record as saying you don't want anyone showing up at your home.
Yes.
I thought that was just me.
That's pretty true.
I thought that was me.
But I really don't want protest groups outside of people's homes. That's asinine. But they're forcing the issue, so I wonder what would happen if we showed them what it feels like. I wonder what they would be out of their minds.
That was the entire argument for Bill Clinton. It's his private life, right? And that wasn't even at his house.
Right.
These people are at their house. Can you let them please live?
And the answer is no, they can't.
No.
They're not going to. It's gotten so ugly in this country that this is where we are now. Let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. Now that DHS has created a department designed to combat disinformation, you have to wonder what's next. Free speech is under attack, and that's one of the many reasons why I'm proud to support Patriot Mobile, America's only Christian conservative cell phone provider. And they're passionate about free speech and your constitutional rights. They offer the same nationwide coverage as the major carriers, of course. So you get the same great service, plus the peace of mind that your money is combating the left's attempt to silence you. Patriot Mobile has plans to fit any budget, and their 100% U.S.-based customer support team provides exceptional customer service. And they're people that you can understand because they're, not from some foreign land where they speak broken English and you can't understand them. Patriot Mobile shares your values. They support organizations fighting for religious freedom, constitutional rights, sanctity of life, and, of course, the First Amendment. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT. You get free activation when you use the offer code PAT. Veterans and first responders save even more. So make the switch today. It's time to support companies that love America and share your values. PatriotMobile.com/Pat or 972-PATRIOT.
Pat Gray, Unleashed.
Let's go to Todd in North Carolina. Hey, Todd, you're on the Blaze.
Bingo!
Nicely done.
Nice.
First word out of his mouth. That's what we like. All right. Where did your bingo happen?
It happened across, fourth row down, with Collar Bill mentioned. Put that in your pipe.
Right.
The world's most hideous song ever. Keith, I Give Up, and Foothills of the Himalayas.
Way to go.
And then for good measure, Jeffy threw in You Know Him, You Love Him. So then you went diagonal like 5 seconds after that. But there you go. Nice job, Todd.
Way to go.
Thank you.
So we got you set up with the $30 of merch?
We do.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot for listening, Todd. Appreciate it. There you go. So another happy bingo winner.
Yeah.
Jeffy's question is always, do we have to have a bingo winner?
It's a must, I'm told. So
Yes, we do.
must.
We need to.
He would go the whole week without doing one square if he could.
He would.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And if you would like to play, we start again at 7 a.m. Eastern on Monday morning. You go to @PatUnleashed on Twitter and pin to the top
Do we have to?
the account
Do we have to
every
have a bingo card? Do we have to?
is that week's bingo card, and then you play along and you call 888-900-3393. First one in wins $30 to spend.
Okay. Do we have to do that?
Yes, Jeffy, we have to have a winner, okay?
All right.
The rule.
I guess. If we have to.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Bunch of freeloaders calling up here.
Yesterday, Joe Biden referred to the First Lady of Mexico as Madam President because he's out to lunch and he's not coming home for dinner.
It's not our backyard, it's our front yard. Thank you very much,
Madam President. There it is.
Yep.
And it's not our front yard. Is he talking about Mexico?
Yeah.
It's not our backyard or front yard. It's just a country south of us. That's what it is.
Are there yards in Mexico?
I don't know. But none of it is our yard. So he's wrong about that, too. It's not our backyard. It's our front yard. Madam President. No, she's not the president. She's just married to him. Okay?
Yeah. And also, when he and Jill were honoring teachers,
good.
I think it might have been the day before yesterday, but
So earlier this week.
Yeah, he was honoring teachers, and he did, and of course, Dr. Jill Biden was with him because can't go anywhere without her if you're talking about teachers. And Joe was busy making everyone feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Teachers, I sleep with the teacher every night. Same one. If I didn't like teachers, I'd be sleeping alone. Jill said sick of demise.
Oh, he's going to keep going.
Freedom and resilience.
Okay. Didn't go to my perfect connection.
So it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. Okay, so Jill's like, hey, let's not do the, we're having
she
sex
was right
jokes.
on that. She was right on that. Okay, all right, we got it, old man.
All right, move on past the you're having sex with teachers thing, okay? Can we move on from that? No, we can't, because
all I'm thinking about is having sex with teachers now.
He's the worst. He's the absolute worst. He's just evil. And the whole administration. Right down to Jill Psaki and all the rest of them.
Well, first of all, it's Jen Psaki.
Jen, yeah,
right.
Well, right.
I mean,
Jill Biden.
She's bad.
Jill Biden, Jen Psaki.
Same. I mean, they're evil,
Everybody's
bad females
everywhere.
Yeah.
They ooze evil. It's spilling out their ears and other orifices. So it's not good.
No,
it's not good.
Clean up on aisle 8.
888-933-93. Did you see this tweet from California Governor Gavin Newsom? It's so small, I'm not sure I can even read it. But do we have it up on the screen?
Sure.
Well, there it is. If men could get pregnant, this wouldn't even be a conversation. This decision isn't about strengthening families. It's about extremism. It's about control. We will fight for the right to party.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm sorry, to choose.
What's that first line say again? Can you read that again?
If men could get pregnant, this wouldn't even be. Yeah, I thought men could get pregnant.
Gavin Newsom coming with
Well, that's not the argument today.
No, it's today. It's different. You're right.
That's not the argument today.
You're right. This week they've dropped the men can have babies thing. That's so great.
We'll get back to you on that. But right now, no.
Right now,
TBD.
Unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
Yeah. So that was his tweet, but then of course he had comments as well.
I bet
consistently opposing all of those supports. Hell, they don't even believe in climate science. Talk to me about being pro-life. Spare me.
Okay.
Will you
your
spare
body,
me,
your choice.
Douchebag? Your body, your
It's a hell
choice.
of a moment to live in.
I can't take it.
But like you say,
The hell of a moment
we
to
will
live
not
in,
be defeated.
He says.
We will stand tall. We will stand firm. And we will affirm the currently constitutionally protected rights
to kill your baby.
It's
of women
not
and girls, the
a
reproductive rights and
constitutional
freedoms
right
in California.
You can't protect what's not there.
And we will assert ourselves, as I
going.
said, as Californians by punching above our weight, working with other like-minded leaders and governors and legislatures
Jeez,
all
I can't
across
stand
this
these
country.
people.
How's your budget, Gavin?
And we're not going to roll over. We will not back down.
No,
And
you
we
go
will
ahead and
continue
keep
to
your
fill in the
stupid
gaps
abortion factories.
and
Go
address
ahead.
the
We
disparities
will.
that continue to persist even in a state like ours, even in California.
Wow. That's great. Even in California, they've thrown trans people under the bus. Sorry, trans and non-binaries. Democrats brought you to the dance, but they're going home with someone else.
Yeah, we're picking somebody else.
Okay? And why? Because nothing, not you, not even you, is more important to them than worshiping at the altar of abortion. That's the most important thing in their lives. It's almost tied with climate change, but I think it's just slightly above even climate change.
I think so too.
So it's abortion, climate change, trans activism, LGBTQIA2+ activism of all kinds, and then who knows? They don't really care about anything else. Oh, spending us into oblivion. That's their other thing that they love.
You notice it's not.
My gosh.
They're laying the groundwork, and he is a front runner of it. Where it's not climate change, it's climate science.
Yeah, climate science. Shut up.
It's the climate science now.
It's amazing, this attitude they have, that they're so scientific and so right on this issue, and everybody else is so far beneath them on this. If you don't absolutely subscribe to all of their climate theories, when they haven't been right about any of it. And we've gone over it a million times. I mean, we've shown you how wrong they've been since 1970. All the way through today, they've been wrong
it's overwhelming.
every step of the way.
It's overwhelming.
And then they act like they're geniuses. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
I mean, They just had California. What school was it? They just had the guy donate $1 billion for his new climate science wing. I'll find it. But I mean, he gave $1 billion. Funny, he gave $1 billion and he got a building.
Huh.
It's funny how that works.
Wow, I hope his kids don't go to school there, because that would be
wrong.
He'd have to go to jail if that's the case.
I know.
Are his kids on the row team? Do we know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they are.
Do you know what school it was?
Shoot.
Was it USC?
All right, so I'm going to have to look this up.
No, I don't think it was USC.
Hang on.
Billion.
$1 billion donor. That's a sizable donation.
Yes, it is.
It must be somebody we know. Is it a billionaire we know?
John Doerr.
Oh yeah, Doerr.
1.1 billion to Stanford.
Oh, to Stanford. Okay. Well, does John have any daughters or sons that are going to Stanford?
I don't know if they're on the water polo team or not.
You better give Lori Loughlin a quick call and just see how that stay was in jail for her.
Kind of distance yourself from Operation Varsity Blues.
That was such a dumb thing too. Like
That's
everybody
still
was
going
so.
on.
Yeah, it is still going on.
Yes.
Well, Lori's out of jail.
Yeah,
though, right?
I mean,
yeah. It's agonizing. I mean, who cares? Who cares, really? I mean, even if they did which they say they didn't, but even if they did knowingly give the $500,000 so their daughter could get in, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, now right, and I mean that we're so far down the road now. I mean, we've got NCAA athletes being paid millions to go to different schools all over the country and be recruited with millions of dollars. But Lori and these other families can't pay money through the back door to have their kids go to these schools. Yeah. Okay.
No, because that was the worst thing of all time.
Right. That was terrible.
Those are the worst evildoers we've ever seen on this planet.
Ruining the thought of the institutions. Okay.
We should talk about this a little bit too, because I just read an article yesterday about how bad it's getting.
Terrible.
With the pay for play already in college football, basketball.
The floodgates are open.
And the dam is broken.
Yeah.
Already with this NIL thing. It just started last September. It's already completely out of control. Who could have foreseen that happening? I don't know.
Might be a good overtime discussion today.
It might. Yes, it might. Might be a good Pat Gray Unleashed during the main show discussion, too. All right, 888-900-3393 and Pat Unleashed on Twitter to get in touch with us. Much more coming up. Non-contextual Steve tweets, they should have made the Easter Bunny Saki's replacement. Uh-huh. What? Yeah. Sarah the Roma tweets, I have more rights than a man. I can murder his unborn baby, and he has absolutely zero say over it. These banshees are dumb and disgusting.
That's true.
The Steve 42 for Democrats, the only thing more important than abortion and government spending is government spending on abortions. And overseas government spending.
Did we ever find out who actually was the Easter Bunny? I mean, maybe the new person.
Yeah, it was
okay, it wasn't
one of the communications people.
Jean's, it wasn't her?
No.
The person
was
It was
not
like her
her.
assistant or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another video of Elizabeth Warren. I think we played one yesterday, but she was really
she's close to stroking out.
Restrained on the one we showed you yesterday. She's a little more animated.
She could fall. She could drop over at any time if that's true, man.
Check this out.
I have seen the world where abortion is illegal, and we are not going back.
Look at her.
Look at, she's about to pass out.
Ever. No. So say it with me.
Where?
We are not going back. We are
Wow.
not ever.
Not ever! Not ever! Not ever!
Oh, she almost fell over. You're right.
Oh, jeez.
She looks possessed.
She does.
Right there.
Well, and they are.
Yeah, that's probably
They are
true.
possessed.
I mean,
it's evil. They're evil, these people.
What-
I mean,
you said they
I think
ooze evil, is what
we
you
believe
said.
we established
They
earlier
ooze
they ooze evil.
Out their ears.
Every
and
orifice. we were
perhaps
told.
other orifices on their body.
Oh, now it's just perhaps. We don't know for sure.
Nah, it's. I mean, it's for sure.
Okay.
I'm not going in to check.
Where is this world that you've seen where abortion is illegal?
Oh no, children are alive in this world I've seen.
Jeez. Good golly.
Yeah, didn't she? I mean, she at least lied about being a teacher at one point, right? So I mean, she knows that there are children out there. That's what happens with babies.
Also, again, overturning Roe v. Wade does not make abortion illegal.
You know,
you will still
But you knew this
have abortion.
You knew this is what they were going to tell their little minions. You know, when Elizabeth Warren does her little powwow there in front of the Supreme Court.
They just keep lying about it and firing people up over the fact that nowhere in this country you're going to be able to get your abortion. Well, that's completely untrue. You know California is going to keep their laws. New York will keep theirs. Massachusetts, Illinois. There's going to be lots and lots of places where you can get abortion.
Have you seen a world without abortion, Pat?
No.
Have you seen a
I
world
haven't.
without abortion?
No, I haven't.
Well, then,
Actually,
there you
no.
go.
No, I haven't.
You don't want to go back. Never.
Jeez.
I mean, Liz.
Man.
Easy, baby.
I know. Calm down. But they're not. I mean, they're not going
No,
to.
they're not.
It's going to get worse than this by
Oh,
far
yeah. Oh, yeah.
because they will become violent.
And they're preparing for it because people like Elizabeth Warren are going to show up in front of the Supreme Court.
Yep. In fact, they're preparing for that. Look what appeared in front of the Supreme Court on Thursday morning.
Oh, look at that.
And a little fencing around it.
Oh,
Those damn MAGA people.
Yeah, the
Keep
hallmarks
them
of
out.
a
The white
sane-
supremacists are
Right.
coming. Right.
Gotta keep them out.
That's what they're anticipating, right? The white supremacists.
Has to
There it
be.
is, yeah. But isn't that the hallmarks of a sane civil society right
Sure
there? I mean,
is.
that is a first world nation right there. That's
mean,
how they do it. But wait a minute, I thought
necessarily think that's
fences
a
and
bad thing.
defenses and walls, do those work then? Is that what we're led to conclude?
I bet those don't work. They'll scale those walls easily.
Come down.
Easily.
Yeah, demons have superpowers, right?
Yeah.
What are they? Only 8 feet? Go down.
Yeah. You could take a running jump on those. You'd be over it in 2 seconds. And they will. And they will. They'll scale those
I mean,
fences.
really, evil could just ooze through the fence.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
There's already some that's oozed in there. The Elena Kagan's, Sonia Sotomayor, Stephen Breyer.
Oh, and then that new one is going to be great when she gets seated.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Isn't she, though?
New standard of suck.
She is going to be terrific. Of course, Hillary Clinton has chimed in, too, because she's so
terrific.
reasonable and fabulous and terrific.
Oozing evil.
Here's what she had to say.
Yeah.
This opinion is dark. It is
dark.
incredibly dangerous, and it is
Pause it
not
for a sec.
just about.
Isn't that amazing? This opinion is dark. What? So, asking for children not to be murdered is dark?
Yeah.
We want babies to be born.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. That includes black babies, Hispanic babies, Asian babies.
You say that, but I don't know.
Native American
I don't know that I
babies.
believe
We want them all to be born. All of them. Nobody is saying, hey, only the white babies should be born. No one is saying that. So how is that dark? Asking for life to exist on this planet.
Crazy, dude.
How is it? And they're holding up these signs that this ruling is racist. What? Okay, again, we're asking for black babies to be born.
Right. And
how is that racist?
And where are these Planned Parenthoods located?
In black
predominantly
neighborhoods.
Black neighborhoods.
Yes.
And what was the foundation of Planned Parenthood from the beginning? Let's ask
Eliminate
Margaret
blacks.
Sanger.
Well,
we need to talk about that more.
We know
that
Hillary
needs to
is
come
a
up again.
cardcarrying member of her. She won the
she
award,
loves
right?
her.
She won
she
the,
loves her.
What's her face award?
Yeah.
But listen to the rest of this clip from Hillary.
All right.
This is evil.
This opinion is dark.
You're dark.
It is incredibly dangerous.
You're incredibly
and it is
dangerous.
not just about a woman's right to choose.
And
It
you
is
suck.
about much more than that. And I hope people now are fully aware of what we're up against.
more
Because
is
the
it
only
about?
answer is at the
What are we
ballot
up
box
against?
to elect people who will stand up for every American's rights. And any
Like
American
babies?
says, look, I'm not
Like
a woman,
babies.
this doesn't affect me, I'm not black, that doesn't affect me, I'm not gay, that doesn't affect me. Once you allow this kind of extreme power to take hold, you have no idea who they will come for next.
She's starting to look more and more like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, she is. Did you see the shots from the Met Gala? The side by sides?
No, no.
From
Do
the-
they have one of her
Yeah, it
and
was
Palpatine?
perfect.
No way,
It was
really?
perfect, yeah.
I swear I didn't see that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was perfect. I'll find it. I'll find it and send it to you. It was really good.
Let's go back to something else that Hillary has said about abortion and the founder of the Planned Parenthood abortion mill.
I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, her vision.
Of genocide
Another of
for black
great
people.
friends,
What a
Al
vision that
Kessler
was.
is here, who wrote a magnificent
My gosh, that's unreal.
biography of Margaret Sanger called
Magnificent.
Woman of Valor.
Oh, wow,
And
valor.
when I think about what she did all
Unreal.
those years ago in
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
trying to kill all minorities.
taking on
Yeah, it just makes you weak, doesn't it?
taking on
Taking on archetypes.
attitudes and
taking on black people.
accusations flowing
Yeah.
from all directions.
Oh,
I am really in awe of her.
are you?
And there are a lot of lessons that we can learn from her life. And
Yeah, there are. And you know who else learned from her life? The Nazis. Adolf Hitler and the Nazis learned from her.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Because it's true. She met with them and talked to them about eliminating people. And they liked her ideas, actually.
Really?
And used some of them. Yeah.
They like the
yeah,
idea
they
of
liked her
killing
ideas.
more people.
Yes.
Weird.
Yes, killing people they didn't like.
Huh.
So that's interesting. So she admires greatly Margaret Sanger. So Margaret Sanger was all about eliminating minorities, all about it. And that was her goal in establishing Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood continues to this day, obviously. And so her vision is really working. And how many black babies have been eliminated? 14 million.
At least.
And never
14
mind
million.
the children that those babies would have grown up to have.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
genocide. There's no other way to describe this.
I mean, it's just unbelievable that she can say the things she says, love the people she loves, admire those people that are into eugenics and wanted to eliminate the black race. And we're supposed to believe that she's the one who can tell us about what's dark
Yeah.
and what's light.
With no examples of what's coming. Just we're supposed to believe that what's coming is this ubiquitous.
It's an
bad,
apocalypse
worse.
where more babies are going to be born in this country.
I mean, have you seen a part of the world
Wow.
where abortion is illegal, Pat?
Yes, there are babies who are living.
I mean,
in
I just
in that
can't
country.
imagine that world
I know,
where
right?
babies are allowed to live.
Yeah.
Do you want
Yeah,
that kind
is
of world?
Well, yes.
You do?
I do. Yeah,
wow.
I do.
So you must
I do.
hate women.
No, I
and
really don't.
minorities.
I love women.
A
And
man over there with
a
an
lot of the
opinion.
babies who are going to be born will grow up to be women.
Okay, whatever.
So
Whatever.
yeah. Yeah.
No problem, Whitey.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in there.
This is a winnable argument. We just have to be even more brutally honest about it and remind people who people like Hillary Clinton really are and what she stands for and what she admires and what she loves. Let's show people. And it's going to take some reminders, I think, of Margaret Sanger and what she stood for, because that's their patron. That's her patron saint.
Yes.
Is Margaret Sanger. Amazing.
She's Queen Ooze.
Really amazing. Oh, yeah. She oozes evil.
A Queen Ooze, yeah.
Oozes
I sent in that
evil.
picture. We'll get that up shortly here.
Let me tell you about Omega XL. We all have 360 joints in our bodies, from our necks down to our feet. And that's a lot of joints that can take a beating through just daily activity over a lifetime and the aging process. All of it takes a toll on you. And so that could be why your joints are in pain right now. And when we're younger, our bodies produce SPMs, which are nature's way of keeping your joints healthy. But as we age, we don't produce enough. So that's where Omega XL can help. It can restore your SPMs and rejuvenate your joints and muscles. And then you move like when you were young again, pain-free, which is so important. I use this and for my pain in my elbow that was really bothering me for a pretty long period of time. And I put it off for way too long. Don't put it off any longer. If you haven't tried it yet, please try Omega XL. Go to omegaxl.com/Pat. That's omegaxl.com/Pat. When you buy your first bottle, they're going to throw in a second bottle in your order for free. So you buy one, you get one free. Or you can call 800-844-4888.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
You know who's unbeaten right now in primaries this season? Donald Trump. I guess everybody hates him now, and the Republicans are distancing themselves from him.
Okay.
Really?
All right.
He is 55-0.
Wow.
On endorsements.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Okay, well, this is going to parlay into a 2024 presidential run, because now he can go to the leaders of the party, of the GOP, and say, look at the influence I have. You want to win in 2024? Come ride
I'm your
my
man.
coattails. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I could see that happening.
Absolutely.
If this had been a flop this primary season, then it would have been DeSantis or bust, probably.
Yeah, if he was 0-55, you might back out. But 55-0, that's amazing. So that's the early tabulation on the 2022 primaries and the candidates he has endorsed. And I was reading before the primaries that it wasn't looking good for him.
Right,
oh, man,
right.
Things were not looking good for Donald Trump and his dumb endorsements.
Not even vetting these people. He's just endorsing them.
So that must mean that Dr. Oz won his as well?
No. That's coming up on Tuesday in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
It's a really heated race.
Okay, this might be...
And so what
might be
is,
the first one.
Since abortion is now a hot topic this week, all of a sudden they have located this 2019 radio interview that he did, and here's a clip of him talking about abortion.
Okay.
To medical school in Philadelphia, and I saw women who'd had coat hanger events. I mean, they're really traumatic events that happened when they were younger, before Roe versus Wade, and many of them were harmed for life, emotionally discarding anyway.
Right.
And listen, I'm at a personal level, I wouldn't want anyone in my family to have an abortion. I told my kids this. I mean,
Don't do this cop out.
I love the logic they're creating so much.
Don't do it.
I personally wouldn't want it, but I don't want to interfere with everyone else's stuff, because it's hard enough to get into life as it is.
Yeah.
What I do know as a physician is if you're going to make it if the litmus test is the heart's beating, then really make it the heart beating. Don't make some surrogate version of it when cells are having an electrical path. That's not what the average person thinks. The average person is envisaging a little acorn heart beating in there. That's not what's going on.
What it is.
That's 6 weeks. And I think the rule that most Americans seem to support is if the child was viable outside the womb, then you don't want to kill that child. If the child was not going to be able to survive.
There you go.
Okay, well, there you go on a bad endorsement from
So,
Donald Trump.
Actually, that Pennsylvania Senate race is Tuesday, May 17th, so a week from Tuesday.
Jeez,
Yeah,
he's bad.
And it's a crowded field, and he's in the lead. And we featured a video. It was Kathy Barnett because she's a friend. Remember, Burgess Owens came to us. It's like, hey, I've got a friend.
Yeah.
Love it if you guys would mention her. And so we played her campaign video. I remember we loved it. So they had a debate this week, and she's within 5 points of the lead of Oz.
Please beat him. He's, I don't care who endorsed him. He's not good.
Right.
He is not a conservative. He should not be the representative of the Republican Party.
Right. And so she mentioned something you never hear in debates, the World Economic Forum.
All right.
Check this out.
We need to walk as free people. We need to remember that that COVID does not trump the U.S. Constitution. Those are some very key lessons that we should have learned coming out of this. We should have also learned what kind of leadership we really need at this moment. We lived through 2 years that felt like literal hell jumped out on top of us, with Democrats putting their foot on our throats, putting their foot on our businesses, their foot on our economy, their foot on our children. We should have learned a very valuable lesson of what kind of leader we need at this moment. We need people who are going to be fighters. We don't need people who are globalists in the way that they have lived their lives and ran their business. And although I think you're a magnanimous individual, but you and your corporation, McCormick, you are a part of the WEF, the World Economic Forum, you as well as you. Oz, we're both part of the World Economic Forum. This is a very serious organization that has a mindset of pushing globalism and ESG, environmental, social governance.
Okay, thank you.
And we need to be mindful of that.
Thank you, Ms. Barnett. 15-second
quick
response, sir, McCormick.
Your time's up. We'd love to have you talk a little bit more about
I've run 2 businesses. Wildly successful businesses. I'm not going to apologize for my success. I have done business around the world. It makes me uniquely capable.
We're not
of
asking you to
understanding the global world
apologize
that
for
we
your
work-
success.
that we live
We're
in.
talking about the World
I've served
Economic
in the military.
Forum, Dave.
I've served in combat, so I know how to deal with the challenges we face.
All right.
And just like President Trump, that experience is going to make me a better senator.
But that didn't have anything to do with the World Economic
Thank
Forum.
you. Continuing with Mr. Barnes.
Thank you. She's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
I hope
awesome.
she beats Oz.
Oh, look at there. Look, there's Hillary and the Emperor.
Yeah, there you go. From the Met Gala.
That's awesome. Welcome to it. We got a little product here. It's kind of interesting. Matt sent this to us.
Yeah.
Keksi cookies?
Dear Pat. No, it's not Keksi cookies.
What?
No, it's not. It's something else.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't even want to mention Keksi cookies in relation to this product.
I was just hoping for some. That's all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Matt says, Dear Pat and Keith and Jeffy, I found this product at Walmart, and I thought that I must get it for you to try. My daughter, Katerina, helped me craft some Pat Gray merch to go with it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Let me know what you think. So it's it's Soylent.
Yeah.
And the top of it is green. So you know what that means.
People.
It's people.
People.
Soylent Green.
Soylent Green.
Is made out of people.
I love the tag on there.
Soylent Green is people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Soylent Green is people.
Uh-huh.
It's people.
And then the Pat Gray logo in case we want to sell that.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Right there.
So you're going to drink it, right?
No.
No?
Don't
What do you
think
mean,
so.
no? What,
It's plant protein.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
what it says.
Yeah.
Okay. Wink, wink. It's a plant protein.
Yeah, that's one of those drinks that if you have it now, if you consume it right now, 20 years from now, you'll hear about how, oh yeah, that was totally people in that bottle that you
Yes.
drank 20 years ago.
It's actually what the movie was based on. Was the plant product.
Plant.
Soylent Green.
Yeah, I'm a pass.
Me too. But I'll bet it's delicious.
Oh.
I mean, any plant-based product like that, you gotta believe
Well,
it's
its flavor is what
naturally flavored.
That's going to go on Corby's shelf.
It's a ready-to-drink meal, and this is mint chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't that
I mean, it's
sound
probably
delicious?
not that bad.
Plant protein.
That's
You say that about
20 grams of
That's
plant
true.
protein.
That's a good point. But I would prefer it chilled.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Because if I'm going to drink, liquid human, I want it to be on ice.
I'm sure the people at Soylent would disagree with your liquid human contents, but because we see people, many fans of this show send pictures of Soylent.
Yeah.
Matt's
the first one to actually send it in to us. Yeah.
Via the internet. Yeah. That's the one. I like it. Yeah. More fans should continue to send food. I'm a fan of that.
Although I'm not sure about the
Let me eat.
20 grams of plant protein. I don't know that that's necessary.
Oh, it's good for you.
Yeah. Well, you want it? You want to drink it up?
Is it chilled?
Will you drink it right now?
It's not chilled.
Well, it does feel a little bit cool because it's cold in the studio. Go ahead, try it. Let's see it.
Try it.
I'm big talker. Come on, big talker.
All right. There we go.
All right. He's going to open it.
Oh, I lost the artwork.
Oh, there goes our background pick that I was hoping for.
Okay. Oh, it's got a little sealant on top.
Safety seal.
Safety seal, so no tampering has been done with that.
Except for that little hole.
Yeah. Does it smell like human flesh as you open up the foil there?
Yuck.
No, it doesn't.
Come on, is this going to take you all
I
day?
don't want to spill it all over everything.
All right, here we go. Does
It's not bad.
Smells
really?
like people.
What does it smell like? Does it smell like a mint chocolate kind of thing?
Yeah.
It smells like
people.
Right?
It's not bad. It needs to be chilled.
Green is people.
It's not bad. It needs to be chilled.
Okay.
It's not bad?
I'm Jeff Fisher for Soylent.
It isn't bad, though.
No, it's not bad.
Okay.
Good.
All right, good. Well, thank you,
What
Matt.
would go good with it?
Keksi cookies. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to mention
Right.
Oh, that's
you
right.
Go to Keksi.com, though. If you,
okay.
You know, it'd make a great belated Mother's Day gift for somebody, the Keksi cookies, because it probably won't get there by Mother's Day if you order them today. Or, so a belated Mother's Day or an early Father's Day. You could perhaps keep them in the fridge for Dad and then present them to him on this big day in June. Yeah. So, Keksi.com.
You hear that, Bill?
Delicious. Best made cookie on the planet. The best cookie that's ever existed on this planet.
And goes great with a beer.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to help
never
move
tried
some
it with a
inventory
beer.
for you. So.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to get me a beer.
This next story reads like it's fake, but with the New York Times running it, well, it probably is.
Yes.
It probably is. Apparently, patients are taking experimental obesity drugs. This obesity drug now that apparently is working for people. We've been looking for a fat pill that would work. You take a pill and
Seriously?
It reduces your fat. Some lost more than 50 pounds.
Is this
according to the maker of the pill?
Is this the tire one? I say it's
tire
one.
Tires,
yeah. It's like trizipicide or something like that.
Don't know.
Okay.
It's made by Eli Lilly.
Yeah, this is the trizipicide or
Is it?
something like that. Yeah, it's a shot.
It's a shot.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, it's not a pill.
It. Yeah.
An experimental drug has enabled people with obesity or who are overweight to lose about 22.5% of their body weight, about 52 pounds on average.
Awesome.
In a large trial. Eli Lilly has not yet submitted the data for publication in a peer-reviewed medical journal or presented them in a public setting. But the claims are nonetheless amazing
Making the rounds,
to medical experts.
Jeffrey knows quite a bit about this story, apparently.
No, I just...
You've been doing your research on this?
There were several
Why wouldn't you?
thousand people in the trial.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the
Did they all
results have
lose
been
weight?
pretty good. I did not read because they haven't released the full trial results. So, obviously
you're
happy
watching it closely,
they're happy to release these obese people lost a bunch of weight.
Dr. Sakar Kathirasan said this quote, "Wow and a double wow."
Yeah, and he's probably invested in
Wait,
it. I mean,
is this
it's going to
a
be
commercial?
worth billions. Right?
Wow, and a double wow.
It's going to be worth billions.
It's truly going to revolutionize the treatment of obesity.
Yeah.
Had no ties. They say this doctor has no ties to Eli Lilly or to the drug.
Yeah, sure.
Dr. Lee Kaplan, an obesity expert at Mass General Hospital, said the drug's effect appears to be significantly better than any other anti-obesity medication that's currently available in the United States.
So did this doctor just leave his facial cream business and now he's hawking this?
Yes.
Okay.
On average, participants in the study weighed 231 pounds at the outset and had a body mass index, or BMI, commonly used measure of obesity, of 38.
Okay.
Obesity is defined as a BMI of 30 and higher.
Yeah. They get so technical about that.
At the end of the study, those taking the higher doses of the Eli Lilly drug,
it's a number,
called, tirzepatide.
Yeah.
Tirzepatide. They weighed, at the end, about 180 pounds and had a BMI just below 30 on average.
All right.
The results far exceed those usually seen in trials of weight loss medications and are usually seen only in surgical patients.
Okay.
That is something else.
That's awesome.
So you
Are
go
you
from
kidding?
We all want to be able to just eat what we want and not be
right. And not worry about it.
No personal responsibility. Right. So let's see. We're going from really obese to just obese.
Just slightly obese. Yeah.
Oh, you're on your way. It's the beginning.
No, it's below
a trial,
30, so you're not obese. It's if it's 29, it's just below 30, they said. So,
cool. I mean, and we don't know how well it works on athletically overweight people.
No.
We're hoping for the best.
Yeah, so if you're 400 pounds and you got a BMI
they
of
started with
88.
Try to say people that at 231 are obese. Stop it. Stop it. 231. Are you kidding me?
You eat 231 for lunch.
231.
Don't you? Yeah. You just had a person who was 231 pounds for breakfast.
I don't think that's funny.
Why?
It's people.
It's people.
I ate
I just
somebody
got
who was
done drinking
231 pounds. It was people.
You wash it down with
This
that drink
particular
over
person was only 231 pounds.
I love this, though. This is great.
Yes.
That's
Cool.
promising, right?
Yes, it is.
And they don't say what's in the drug.
No, and they don't. Obviously, this is just
people.
a trial, so we don't
Yeah.
know. They're talking about how successful it was, and wow, but we don't know that. Half of the people died.
Right.
We don't know that.
Right.
But the others lost weight.
If you don't die, you'll lose weight. Okay, great.
How many people would take that chance, though? I bet a good
lot.
number.
Absolutely.
I bet a good number of people would.
Absolutely.
Even with that risk. Yeah, you may die, or you could lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give it a shot.
I
Let's see what
drive on
happens.
the highway every day. Give me the shot.
Yep.
You could say that about anything.
Absolutely.
You know what? I drive on the highway every day.
Your life is seconds away from being taken every day.
That's truly amazing. 50 pounds on average, 52 pounds. That's a lot. That is a lot. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on that. Eli Lilly, though. Maybe time to buy stock.
I know. Absolutely.
Eli Lilly. Can you imagine if that turns out to be the real deal?
Oh my gosh, billions. Just billions.
mean,
Nancy Pelosi, is that you?
You think it was good for Pfizer, this vaccine?
Which it
if
has
you
been.
have a fat pill or a fat injection that helps people lose 50 pounds, please, that's gonna explode.
Eli Lilly's stock price currently $292 a share.
Oh wow, that's a little pricey, isn't it?
A little bit.
But
I wonder if it's gone down since everything else in the world went down yesterday as the Dow lost over 1,100 points.
Probably did.
Time to buy.
Yep. But until just now, I've not heard anything about this. I mean, this would be ground floor stuff.
Yes.
If you believe it.
Right.
And again, I'm not necessarily recommending you buy Eli Lilly, but it might be a pretty good
and next
investment
week
down the
they
line.
come out and say, again.
Oh, by the way,
everyone
yes,
died.
half of them did die. In
everyone
fact, it was
died.
3/4 of. But the ones who didn't die lost about 50
They
pounds.
look great.
Hope you cashed out at the right time before that news broke.
Oh, man. All right. Elon Musk has dropped a hint on what will soon be his social media platform. Businesses and government agencies might have to pay to use Twitter.
Oh.
Twitter will always be free for casual users, but maybe a slight cost for commercial/government users. He's trying to find a way to make it
make it
viable.
Yeah.
He's trying to find a way to make it a moneymaker. And because it's not right now. Surprisingly, it isn't. The billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX added a cryptic tweet about Freemasons. Ultimately, the downfall of the Freemasons was giving away their stone-cutting services for nothing.
There you go. There he is.
It's funny.
I love it.
It's funny.
He's such an interesting Twitter guy. He's really good at using Twitter. Twitter will always be free for casual users, but maybe a slight cost for commercial government users. Currently, no social media platform charges for users to use the site. After Musk's purchase of the site, some conservatives saw a jump in the number of followers they have on Twitter.
I'm one of those.
We all saw at least some increase, even as some liberals bemoan the loss of fans. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Yeah, welcome to the purge.
Yeah. How about when we lost 20 or 30% of ours?
Yeah.
Welcome to the real world.
Donald, what are you complaining about? They're just bots. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Sure they are. Donald Jr. led the way in questioning the giant spike, which saw him gain 87,296 new followers by Tuesday, and another 119,000 by early Wednesday.
Yeah, like I did some Keith math, and the amount of followers that I increased over the course of less than 6 days was typically what I would have had in 8 months.
Really?
Yeah. So it was.
That's pretty good.
It was massive. Yeah.
Good. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, a front runner for the presidential nomination, of course, saw his followers jump by more than 200,000 over the last couple days. That's a nice increase. Matt Gaetz soared by more than 60,000, prompting him to say it really is something how conservative accounts are getting massive follower increases today. Yeah, it really is.
Again, the theory is that they're just trying to cover their tracks before Elon Musk is at the controls.
Yeah, that whatever they did to knock our numbers down, they undid, and now they're coming back up where they should be, probably. Facebook did the same thing to conservatives. In fact, worse, probably. They just squeezed off all of our followers, and it wasn't even worth using Facebook anymore, really. And although we still do, I think, to a certain extent.
Yes, we do.
But it's madness.
They really
what
throttled down your exposure.
Yes.
Your posts. And
right.
It's terrible.
Whereas before, some of them could gain millions of views. And it was like, okay, you got 1,000 views of this. That's pretty good. No, it's really not. All right, let me tell you about real estate agents I trust. Trying to sell your home is a real challenge, and it can be really, really stressful. I mean, it's a huge investment. You got a lot that depends on the sale of your house going very quickly, because you're probably waiting for your house to be sold before you buy a new one. If you're relocating to a new area, there's a lot that goes into it, and you need a really good realtor to help you through that process. That's Real Estate Agents I Trust. This is Glenn's company, and he created it because he had such a bad time in Connecticut with his house. Because he used a realtor that was, I think, like a dabbler in the industry. They just kind of did it on weekends and things. You need somebody really committed to their craft, somebody who's been really successful at doing it and has a lot of experience and could give you really good advice. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name kind of says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com. Thank you for noticing. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where Rowdy Introvert tweets. The Pat Gray Unleashed, spoiling the 1973 movie Soylent Green since 2017. Actually, considerably longer than that.
Yeah, way before that.
Glenn will tell you the stories about in the early 90s when I was ruining it for him. Rants out loud, why the fat-reducing weight loss pill need to wait for trials to be conducted? Why not just mandate it under a national obesity emergency?
There you go.
Well, they'll get into that.
They're
getting to that.
They
Don't
might.
worry about it.
They might.
You're not going to be able to find any terrible food on the shelves anymore very soon. So
yeah, and you'll have to take the fat pill if you've got a BMI over 30. Yeah. I'm a licking butter. Is the fat pill's main ingredient tapeworm larva? I don't know, but I'm using it. Whatever it is. Mm-hmm.
Half of the people have ended up with a tapeworm coming out of their ear. Okay,
whatever.
I won't.
Yeah, but did they lose weight?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. How much weight did they lose?
Then I'm in.
Aztec 521, and that's how the zombie apocalypse starts, with a fat shot. From Stephen Brody, on the upside, if you die from the drug, you will probably lose weight too.
A little bit.
That's probably true. Yeah. A lot of weight. It'll take a little time.
Yeah, it takes a little time.
A few months, and you'll be down to your birth weight.
Coffin's still a little heavy.
Oh, wow.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's a happy Friday. Apparently, in the Metaverse, kissing is now possible with tech that you can actually feel.
I can't take it.
Love it.
This is just the beginning.
I
know you do. I know you do. Love it. What's wrong with that? First of all,
I mean, why did we even create this if we can't do that?
Right. What's it for then? Creepy Metaverse users could soon have the power to lunge in for a kiss thanks to a new tech.
We've already have people complaining that they've been assaulted.
Yeah.
In the Metaverse.
Is it really a thing if you assault somebody's avatar? I mean, is that going to be a thing?
There's going to be a court setup.
There will be.
You're making my argument, Pat.
There will be the Metaverse courtroom,
and that's very
and you have to show up virtually for your trial.
Yeah,
obviously this stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you don't want it to happen to you, don't go on the Metaverse.
Don't dress like that. I mean, what are
Don't
you
dress
talking
your
about?
character like that. Seriously, but like, don't you have to put the sensors? Just don't put the sensors in parts of your body you don't want assaulted. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, what's the story say?
Well, experts want to take the realism a step further. Scientists have created a device that brings a feeling sensation to the mouth, lips, and tongue when you kiss on the Metaverse. They pulled it off by adding a load of special ultrasonic transducers.
No.
Obviously, that's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah.
Why don't you put a load of ultrasonic transducers,
yeah.
you know,
They
on
didn't
the VR headset, and that should probably do the job. I was just going to suggest that, but they already.
Why
have it.
didn't you do that?
I don't know.
You could have jumped right in there.
Right? Could have made a lot of money. At the moment, the Metaverse and VR is largely focused on 360 visuals, sound, and hand controls. But pretty soon you'll be attaching other things to your body, I guess, and experiencing stuff.
And that's when Jeffy joins in.
How you're thinking about it. Thank you.
Time to log on.
Welcome to Metaverse Drive.
Although experts don't show how it could be used to kiss, you can imagine how it might become a popular use case for virtual lovers. Oh, yeah. Other use cases mimic the sensation from drinking at a water fountain, sipping a coffee, brushing your teeth, and even smoking a cigarette.
I want to do a show in the Metaverse, so I could smoke in the Metaverse. That's
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you could.
That is awesome.
There you go, boy.
The clever tech is capable of simulating swipes and vibrations in and around your mouth that you would associate with each activity.
Yes. That is awesome. I could smoke in the Metaverse. I want to do a show in the Metaverse, and I can smoke in the Metaverse. Good morning. Oh, man. Come on.
You with the candy cigarette
great.
is worth the price of admission at blazetv.com.
By the way, if you want to sign up, go to blazetv.com/Pat. Enter the promo code PAT, and you'll save $10 on your subscription. And you get the overtime fun that we have here every day. Here's a fun Karen video somebody sent our way.
Okay, yeah, this is just for fun. There's no point to this. It's just hysterical.
Kind of represents, though, how the left reacts to any kind of criticism.
Yeah. So this guy is going out to get his mail, and this lady is at his mailbox, taking a box out of his mailbox, and so he confronts her.
Okay.
Yes, I am actually. In fact, yes, taking the
You're taking my property.
Well, there's been a lot of comings and goings of UPS trucks in this neighborhood.
What about
A lot
that?
of packages coming to this house particular. Well, something's going on in there. Something's going on.
It's Amazon.
I'm taking the package.
It's my Amazon wish list.
I'm taking the package.
No, you're not taking my
I
package.
am-
That's
no,
my stuff.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse
That's a
me.
federal offense. That can't be real.
Ow! Oh my God!
That's not real.
That can't be
not.
real.
No.
That
You're
can't be real.
You sprayed me with whatever that stuff is.
She's pulling a LeBron James there.
You know what she did there?
That's not real.
She then rolled up on a Supreme Court protest and joined the protesters. That were wanting Roe v. Wade to stay intact.
I mean, it was,
it started out like, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But then it ended up, no.
Yeah, it's like a Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
bit.
The dog
Know
doesn't
when to
even.
end.
Right. Right.
The dog, when she falls to the ground, it's on a delay out here in the hallway, so I get to watch it twice. The dog doesn't show any interest in his owner being on the ground. He goes to the box. He's like, hey, what's in the box? I don't care that you're in pain or whatever, dying. Anyway.
Yeah, and it was the guy's package, right? She's into his mailbox,
Yes.
and then insisting he not take it from her. Okay, all righty.
We're to believe that was the neighbor.
Yeah,
the wife.
There's something going on. Yeah, it's probably his wife, and they did a little funny video. Good morning, everybody. Here's a funny little video for you.
I have no idea how I missed smoking.
Jeffy with the candy
I
cigarette.
have no idea how I missed
Such
smoking.
a great
Oh
vision.
man.
You know it's candy, right? I hate to tell you.
Not for
you're
me
not.
right
You're,
now.
you're not. He's in the metaverse right now.
Not for me right now, man. I know you can make feel like a real cigarette in the metaverse. I'm in. I'm in.
I can't even imagine how great that would be.
I know.
Yeah. Can't even imagine it.
I know.
888-900-3393. More coming up. Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter.
Why do you hate women? I mean, we have the biggest story in the news, man. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. You don't even mention it. What's going on? You didn't spend your day watching the trial yesterday?
The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. There, I just did.
Oh, okay.
I mentioned it. What's going on? She testified yesterday.
Yes, she did, man. She's testified for the last couple days. It's been
Looked kind of bad for him, I think. I mean...
yeah, well, I mean, she hasn't faced cross-examination yet.
True.
And the court goes dark now, and for a week, the judge has got something else
to do.
Party to go to somewhere for a week. I don't know what she's doing.
A beach party?
I don't know what she's doing. It might some conference.
Okay.
Conference.
So next week we just don't get any.
We don't get any Amber, any Johnny.
So we got to wait until Monday, May 16th.
And some of the stories did, if you believe them, make Johnny
look bad.
But I will say,
well,
this whole trial is scorched earth for both of them.
Yeah, I think they're both probably done in movies.
Well, I don't know. I could foresee. I could foresee in a couple of years.
He's done. He's done.
I think in a couple
he's done.
years, Depp does a movie for Amazon Prime, and everybody loves him again. All is forgiven.
Did you bring in a video of her on the stand?
Well, that's yesterday we talked about how she looked, and she was crying and everything. Now, part of her testimony, it sure looks like she's doing cocaine.
On the stand.
On the stand.
Watch this. Watch her.
Testifying.
What's happening here? What are we looking for?
Mental condition.
Whoa. What was that?
I know.
She did sniff something. She was not blowing her nose. She was sniffing something in.
I mean, who among us hasn't done cocaine?
I have not. No,
so, I mean, the...
My lawyer's not
you asked
present.
the question. I'm just answering it. Okay.
I mean,
my guess is Keith hasn't either, but no? No, okay, I won't guess that for Keith.
I have not done cocaine. I have not done cocaine.
It really looks like she is doing cocaine here.
Can we see that again? Does she ever blow out?
With a quick sniff? No.
Watch.
No, she
Watch.
does. She does the after sniff too. And looks around, with that.
Yep, she holds her nose and snorts.
Another sniff, rubs the nose again.
Yeah.
Now there's a case to be made that perhaps she's snorting something that will
that isn't
help,
cocaine.
That will help you cry.
Okay, that could be. Yeah, that could be because she cried a lot.
Yes, she did.
So that's interesting too. That's even more interesting, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to believe that she would be doing, she'd be doing bumps on the stand. Although, who
knows? Maybe she's that addicted to it. I don't know.
But
she just holds
definitely
it there.
possible that it's something that would assist an actor in creating some tears for your performance.
Now, it looks like their marriage fell apart almost immediately. Almost as soon as they got married.
So in love.
Yeah, right.
It was just so in love.
And she flew to him. She just wanted to be with her husband. That's all. So she was doing a movie, and she flew to Australia where he was filming Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
It started with another movie, though. It started when they were on tour for another movie, and then they started their affair, and it was just love.
But
they were on fire.
He was pissed off from the beginning when he saw her in Australia because he thought she was having sex with Eddie Redmayne, which, yikes, really?
Right. Now, again, this is her testimony.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to the cross-examination.
Eddie Redmayne's the main character in Fantastic Beasts, if you don't know who he is.
I just Google imaged him.
So it's that guy. Scamander.
So that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, hold on. He's good.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah.
He's almost irresistible, I would think. I mean, I'm not a woman.
And when you're working with each other every day, sometimes the chemistry
so
just
charming and no.
Yeah, no.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Whatever. You've never worked on a set with him, but
That's
okay,
true.
go
I
ahead.
have never worked on a set with Eddie Redmayne. That's true. So we got that going for us. So I don't know what I'm talking about here, but Amber Heard has. So maybe it's completely understandable. Anyway, they got into an argument. She says it was the first of many. She shoved past him, just stomped off. He grabs me. In my head, I wasn't thinking of leaving yet, but that would be later going through my head. Well, the next thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to get back to the place I was before.
Wait a minute, what?
Relax. Said the night, man. We're programmed to receive.
Okay.
You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. So that's what Jody said to her. No, he grabbed her, and she says, I don't remember the exact sequence of things. I have a lot of flashes. And then she starts talking. We got into an argument. He's accusing me of sleeping with Eddie Redmayne, her co-star in The Danish Girl. He thought I was working with Billy Bob Thornton, but I'd already worked with him a year earlier. He was very upset about him. Amber said that Depp had taken 8 to 10 MDMA pills.
Yeah, well, she didn't remember. She said they brought home a bunch. I remember counting them, and I remember we talking about the counting them. And so then I know he took a handful, but then she couldn't remember if it was the amount that was left or the amount that he took was the 8 to 10.
But she said he confirmed that he took that amount, and he could take that amount.
Objection.
8 or 10. Depp continued accusing her of cheating on him. She said he calls his agent, he calls a few people, and he's screaming at them. I got a sense it was about money. He got a sense people had been stealing from him. And that was the case, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was the case, actually. He was calling himself a whore. He'd been whored out. Well, yeah, he's doing commercials and stuff.
Oh, yeah, remember
that? Doing the Dior commercials.
Yeah.
No, what was
Come on, man.
What was the one where he goes out in the desert?
He goes out
and
digs a hole.
That's Dior, right? Isn't it?
But
Dior?
it's called Sauvage. Yeah, because I was going to do the...
But it's Sauvage by Dior, I think.
Yeah. Sausage. I was going to do the bit. Sausage. Dig up a sausage, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely whored himself out.
And it made no sense.
Did.
What a waste of money. They paid him a ton for that.
We still remember it, though. It worked.
Yeah, we do.
Did you go and buy the product?
No, I did not.
I did buy Sausage.
I remember Sauvage, but I did not buy Sauvage, the product.
I might actually have one at the house. But
So she says, next thing I remember is coming downstairs and looking for him. We had an interaction that I can't really describe. Okay. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. Just belligerent, throwing things, screaming at me. I realized I was back on the chopping block. Okay?
Okay.
He has me up against the wall, slams me hard. I hit my head hard. This is the wall next to the kitchenette. So they're in a hotel room, right? Or rented house or something.
Yeah.
There were these fridges, and I remember being slammed up against those. I remember pushing him off me. The name calling, the whore, the slut, the fat ass. He called her all those things.
Yeah. Well, just look at her.
Wait a minute. There were multiple fridges in this rental?
I guess so. I get. Well, I'm sure they rented a pretty nice house.
Hello. Yes.
They're not staying at a Motel 6.
No,
these two. He was squeezing my neck. It got really nasty. It went from no one likes you, everyone warned me about you. He said everyone had warned him about me, and he wished he'd never married me, that no one liked me. I've heard that. Have you heard that about her?
That no one likes
I've
her?
actually heard that.
Yeah.
Is a true statement.
Well, based on the number of men she's been with.
Yeah, somebody likes her.
A lot of people like her.
But that's, yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know my theory on that, so.
No.
I'm not going to go over your theory on that. No, I'm not going to do it.
Tweet it out later, Jeffy.
I tell you, it looks like facts are facts, though.
She said at some point I shoved him, and he shoved me back. He said, do you want to go, little girl? I could hear him saying that. Doesn't that sound real to you? This whole thing sounds real to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm in a struggle with him when I'm holding his shirt lapel, and he throws me across the room. I land on a games table. He gets on top of me on the games table and is just whacking me in the face. Repetitive. We struggled. He's taunting me to take the bottle from him. He's holding out the bottle. The third time I get hold of it, I slam it down on the ground between us. That really set him off. It was like a light bulb switch went off. He starts screaming. I don't know if he backhanded me or hit me. It sent me down to the ground. By the time I picked myself up off the floor, he's got a bottle in his hand. He threw it at me. It missed. Yeah, it's a pretty bad thrower.
Seriously, how big of a room are we talking about, bro?
Right, they're pretty close to each other.
A couple of the MDMAs are kicking in.
Okay, that's probably right. He had broken the bottle up against my face, neck area. He had a broken bottle up against her face and neck. Yikes.
Okay.
And he told me, I'll carve up your face. It was terrifying.
And this, look, if this happened, and it, it's absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If
it happened. Right. And we don't know because none of us were there.
And she told another story about them getting into a fight in a trailer that they were renting or was part of a movie set and breaking things up. And she was so scared. And then, the guy that owned the trailer came in and Johnny made light of everything and, happy, smiled with the guy. And the guy finally just left. And then we went outside and I acted like everything was okay. Well, okay. So the people all around afterward thought everything was okay. So we're to believe that this, horrific thing happens behind closed doors. But,
but everything's fine as soon as you go outside.
And
if he hit her in the face a bunch of times, she should have been showing some...
You would think there would be some damage.
Wear and tear there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that wasn't the case, apparently?
Just a second. I'm sorry. I was testifying. I got to do some quick bump here.
Oh, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they rule on this because, he's suing her for $50 million. She's suing him for $100 million.
Yeah, we'll see.
Neither of them have that much money. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And the trial is on pace to end around Labor Day, I think is where we're
No, they want it done before Memorial Day, right? Or whatever the next holiday is. The judge wants it done, yeah.
And where's it happening? Is it
Virginia?
In Virginia, okay. Let me tell you about Rough Greens. If you're a dog owner, you know how much your pet means to you and your family, and it's just part of your family. So you want the best for your dog, and that's where Rough Greens comes in. Because Rough Greens is a dog food supplement you just sprinkle on top of the dog food that you use, and it just makes it much more healthy. Plus, it makes the dogs go crazy for their food. My dog Belle just loves this stuff and gobbles it down. So if you want to try it, you can do that right now for free. Rough Greens will send you a free bag to make sure that your dog is going to love it as much as mine does. And all you have to pay is the shipping on it. So go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFF Greens, roughgreens.com. Or you can call 833-783-3364. Or again, roughgreens.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
I have to read this genius press release from Babylon Bee. In a somber press release, outside the burning gates of torment and suffering, the fire god Moloch warned of looming supply chain issues regarding child sacrifices.
Oh, no.
Moloch added that human sacrifices, purifications, ordeals by fire, mutilations, etc., would cease until the supply chain shortages were sorted out through democratically violent means. My demon logistics department is reporting a supply chain shortage of children to sacrifice upon burning idols and in fiery pits, said the god of brazen gratification and hedonism. The scarcity of innocent young lives to be brutally murdered at my feet is mostly due to the U.S. Supreme Court's upcoming reversal of Roe v. Wade, led by white supremacist Clarence Thomas. An uncomfortably large percentage of the U.S. population cried out in fear and terror at the prospects of not being able to sacrifice children of a loving Heavenly Father for their own selfish desires. Eyes rolled back in their sockets and blood-curdling screams pierced the air in the name of egomaniacal convenience. What about my career as a corporate drone who loves binge drinking on weekends? Cried one woman at the steps of the Supreme Court building while holding a protest sign reading, "My body, my choice, my vanity, my career, my parties, my barren, loveless life." At publishing time, Moloch was considering the allowance of back alley child sacrifices using common household objects and horse medication. They are brilliant at Babylon Bee. But, I mean, that's what's happening right now. Is it not? I don't know if they're sacrificing children, but it's pretty close to that if they're not. And it is sheer selfishness. Is it not? I mean, because it's just not convenient for them right now. Or they just don't feel like it.
Right.
But they've already made the choices that got them in that position, but sorry. No, I'm not going to deal with it. So, I mean, that's an amazing article from the Babylon Bee. Love it. Meanwhile, unexpected discovery of mysterious drawings could change the way scientists look at cave art. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that they were looking at cave art in a specific way, but I guess they are.
It was the way that they communicate, right? That's the way we learned about the history of what was happening at the time.
Uh-huh. Massive Native American drawings, which remained unseen in an Alabama cave for more than 1,000 years.
Wow.
Have been unveiled by a team of scientists. Mm-hmm. It's the largest known cave art ever discovered in North America.
Wow, look at that. That's some...
Wow.
That's kind of...
I don't know what that is. What is it
cigarette?
Exactly?
No. Wait a minute. This is a total... what's it called? Test? Rorschach test?
Rorschach,
okay, so you saw a cigarette on the other one. I saw somebody like in a dress or a long skirt. I don't know what it was.
The art was practically invisible until researchers investigated the cave and used 3D scans to reveal the works, including one stretching for 11 feet in length. A study detailing their findings, published Tuesday in the journal Antiquity. What is that? The large artwork was discovered inside 19th Unnamed Cave in Alabama.
Love that cave.
Oh, 19th Unnamed?
I like the 14th better.
14th?
Yeah, 19th is okay.
I thought the 18th was going to be the winning one, but it wasn't. So,
but you got to say unnamed at the end, or else it's incomplete.
Well, that's true. Okay. Which has been kept anonymous to protect the site from vandalism. Although its location was first found in 1998, the tight confines of the cave made the sprawling art drawn in mud impossible to see, so it was missed. But hundreds of smaller images were discovered throughout the cave at the time. We knew the cave contains pre-contact Native American mud glyphs. Love mud glyphs.
Mud glyphs.
I don't know about you guys, but I am a huge mud glyph fan.
That's why you spent so much time in 14.
Yeah, right. That's right. I was looking for mud glyphs, and I didn't find enough of them. I should have looked in 19 unknown, but I didn't.
You did.
And we were carrying out a 3D photogrammetry documentation project.
You know it.
To aid with the management and conservation. The very large cave art images cannot be seen in person in the cave because of the constrained spaces on the site.
Wow. So it's a tight space, and they just decided... Think about how I'm trying to paint
those
this.
Caves are small.
Yeah.
Those caves are definitely not fat guy conducive.
Right.
It sounds like they're not. No.
They are not.
I don't think the cavemen needed the fat shot.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But they took 26,000 photographs in that cave?
Wow.
That's
a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
And they couldn't see him there, right? They couldn't see him until they saw the photographs. Is that right?
Right.
So that's what it sounds like to me.
Well, I mean, that's the case with a lot of the mud grabs.
Yeah, the mud glyphs.
And you know this.
The mud glyphs.
You know this.
Yeah. You should have gone with me on the mud glyph adventure.
Why would we do that? You went to 14th Unnamed. We wanted to see the stuff in 19th Unnamed. And I'm not going to...
It's unknown, not unnamed.
Yeah. Unknown.
Come on, Keith.
When he was at 14, actually, he didn't know that 19 existed. So.
I see. Okay. Boy, kudos to the cavemen for leaving their mark.
Yeah, good for them.
That's cool.
And that was 1,000 years ago.
Drawing cigarettes on cave walls.
Drawing cigarettes. Yeah.
Speaking of old things, the historic Daniel Loomis house in Ipswich, Massachusetts, just hit the market. It is a rare first period property. There aren't very many of these left.
First period properties?
Yeah, from the 1600s. This thing was built in 1686.
Wow.
Now, it's been restored. They've updated the kitchen and things. I thought that historic sites like this couldn't be remodeled.
I know
like that.
You got to have to keep the rooms small, and I mean they all.
Yeah, I mean they're not like
we're
luxurious.
a little bit larger humans now,
right?
We like things a little bit more
open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at the size of that fireplace, though. They liked them big back then.
Well,
yeah, that's really.
It's a walk-in fireplace.
Seriously, I mean,
it is a walk-in fireplace. It is.
How many listings can boast a walk-in fireplace?
Not that many, frankly.
Not a lot.
But then you see that they updated the kitchen because nobody had islands like that in 1686. I'm pretty sure.
I'm a fan of the walk-in fireplace, though. Those are cool.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a nice place.
Sure does.
But they're asking $1,250,000 for it.
Wow.
I'm not sure I'd pay that for it, but
apparently when they
arrived
arrived on the scene, it was dilapidated and
and they fixed it up.
Yeah.
Do we have a picture of what the previous before they fixed it up?
No, I don't think so.
No.
That would be something.
Look at that. It looks nice.
Yeah,
actually.
It does.
Yeah, it does look nice.
I'm sure they weren't living like that back in the day.
No, they weren't.
First period.
No, they weren't. 1686. That's pretty cool. We don't have a lot of those in Texas. In fact, there's not a single one.
I mean,
but
there may be a mud cliff somewhere that has
there might be a mud
of it.
glyph. Yeah, but I don't know about a mud
saying
cliff.
It wrong? It's a mud cliff.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's.
Did you have a house like this back in the day? 1680s? Was this kind
not
of
as nice as that?
Not as
That's
nice.
for sure. That's my point.
No, I was in unnamed cave 14.
Thank you.
18.
My old cave was a walk-in fireplace.
But buyers of this home now will get a move-in ready address, which boasts 11 rooms. They're cozy.
Yeah,
historic.
that means way too small.
Yes. 4 fireplaces, 3 bedrooms, vaulted ceilings, an eat-in kitchen, and a primary suite with a walk-in closet and an ensuite bath, which also didn't happen back then, obviously.
An ensuite bath?
There's another little
ensuite bath.
update to the house that
John
wasn't
Adams
there.
And his
Yeah, they didn't have.
bath.
There's no running water,
And it's 3,130 square feet, which is huge for a house
But
like
you
that.
saw. I mean, but you
Wow.
saw the additions to it, right? I mean, sure, it's a little bit larger than the old.
Before we
1600.
go, can we revisit something that we first talked about on Pat Gray Overtime, which is all of these mysterious food processing plants around the country and now really around the world.
There's another one.
Yep, yesterday.
Aaron's another one. So we were at, 20, 22, somewhere in there.
And we got one to add to the list.
And now it's either 23 or 24.
and a half.
It happened again. Another one burst into flame.
Clip 14.
This is a massive fire at a Walmart distribution center in Indianapolis.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. I mean, that's probably a total loss from the look of it.
What is happening?
I don't know. And who's doing it?
Yes.
What's happening? Why is this happening? And who's doing it? And why aren't we hearing more about it? Why isn't it being stopped? Is anybody guarding these facilities now?
It's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence, yeah. Just
coincidental.
You're right. That's
Couple
right.
of buildings here.
Wait,
there.
why are you nonchalant about this? I mean, if anyone should be upset about food warehouses burning to the ground, it'd be Jeff Fisher. A little more passion, please.
Well, in December, when he can't find the food in the grocery store,
Then
then
I'll
he
be
might be a
pissed.
little bit. Yeah, then I'm pissed. Yeah. Then.
Hello.
You know where it's coming from, right? Your food. These buildings.
I don't need you to tell me what I should be mad about. Okay, let's just be clear about that.
All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Oh, and of course, we've got overtime still to come today.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.